We have college soccer action for today as University of Maine Machias, the Clippers, taking on CSJ. You're looking at the Saints right there in their home. Well, they're in blue uniforms today, not in their home uniforms. They're wearing the blue jerseys today, and this is their first home game of the year. They're coming in looking for their first win of the season. They're 0-4 overall. They are 0-2 in conference play, and it's a tough matchup. There's the Clippers from Maine Machias over there. They are undefeated in the Sunrise Conference, 3-0, 4-3 overall. They're coming off a 3-1 win over Fisher College. And the goal scorers were Pat Corliss, Santiago Miera, and Greg Dawson yesterday for the Clippers. And I'll do both teams' rosters as we progress along, but it's 45-minute halves in college soccer I was brought up to speed on. And the roster real quickly for Ian Aiken's CSJ Saints. They have in goal Donald Purcell. Troy LeMay is number 2. Number 3 is Brian Lashway. Chad Vijay is number 6. Zach Clayton, number 8. Nate Cabaz, number 9. Candy DeRosier is number 10. Chad Wilson's number 12. 17 is Andres Lofsner. Cornelius Toe is 23. 25, Mike Reel. And Ronnie Holcomb is 27. And you are up to speed on everything going on. In net at the other end for the Clippers is Adam Morrow. Vince Sadowski wears number 2. One of the captains, number 3, Tom Erlenbach. Number 4, Anthony Martiniano. Number 7 is another captain, Pat Corliss. Jeremy Burke is 8. Luke Oliver, number 9. Santiago Miera, 10. Isaiah Eagles is 11. Andrew Shuffle is number 12. 14, Nick Backus. Number 16, Nate Burke. That's Nick Backus, I apologize. Scott Mattice is number 17. Greg Dawson, 18. Jay Skillings, 19. Brody Emery, 20. And 22 is Paul Vinziani. And you can see University of Maine Machias getting all set for their last big rally and get things going. I'd like to thank Maria Filiberto for helping me get the roster set. And the beautiful vantage point I have was brought to you courtesy of Mark Benetatis. We'll have the CSJ player of the game, the White Birch Realty player of the game at the conclusion of the contest. Win or lose, we'll pick a player of the game for CSJ, and they'll get the shirt, the player of the game shirt, donated by White Birch Realty. And that gentleman right there taking the action in, that's the new CSJ head basketball coach, Phil Bartlett. And if in case I said his name too fast, it's Phil Bartlett right there. Yeah, he's taking the action in, trying to, gather some information on some of the players and the atmosphere of the school and just support the programs and get you ready for his boys basketball or men's basketball team. So the Clippers will have the opening possession. They'll have the touch and CSJ on the defense. One thing, just from my vantage point here, about 2.5, 3 stories up on the roof, is Ian Aiken was talking about marking up well and playing in the defensive. Seemed like he was talking about defense in his huddle. Like I said, quite a ways away to listen to it, but it's a slight breeze today. It's overcast. It's not uncomfortably warm. It's not a bad day at all to play soccer. And at the facility here at CSJ, it is actually a good vantage point everywhere you sit, and not a bad crowd for an 11 o'clock in the morning game. Again, this is CSJ's first home game, taking on Maine Machias. The Clippers, I'll just go with the Clippers from now on. This is the second start in net for Purcell for CSJ. He's a freshman. And here's the rush down the other end of the field, bringing the ball down to the 18, setting it up, taking the shot, and coming across will be the save. The first save of the game will go to Morrow. He elects to whip it out on that boomerang-type throw. And again, that's a good rush down the field by, I believe it was DeRosier as that came down the field. A lot of turf. They're taking advantage of it, getting the dribble, bringing the ball down. That's just left. Allen didn't quite make it to the 18 on the arc. It'll be popped up and missed the header, just a tad bit shy of it. And the ball will stay in play as they're working it right by John Sivert, one of the officials, one of the local guys, former MSJ varsity soccer coach. Great soccer coach, actually, for the numbers he had down at MSJ. As they're chasing down on the balls, that's what the weight break it in play is. There is the throw. And again, he'll stay. See, in college, they use those flags. I think that's cool. That's good to see. And they're going to have the throw brought up now. It's going to be number 2 taking the throw, LeMay. LeMay for CSJ. And give me a half to get used to the numbers. Okay, so LeMay will take the throw. He'll get the head start. He'll go right into the box, right into the 18. And well defended. You can see all the wall of white down there, the white jerseys belonging to the Clippers. Wilson's didn't let it settle, just sent it down on the fly. And now, again, the only shot of the game so far belongs to CSJ, and I believe that was taken by number 10, Candy DeRosier. CSJ will take the throw. LeMay will go to the other side, Troy LeMay. He on the far side of the field here. And again, they have bleachers set up on one side, but you can bring your lawn chairs or whatever you want, blanket to sit on. But not a bad seat in the house, tell you the truth. It's kind of like the athletic complex for basketball when you come to a game here. As a fan, to come watch it, it's Good vantage point where you are. And Coach Aiken got me set up here on top of the roof with a little shade, a little tent in case it rains, and the power cord ran up here. And boy, here's a rush down the field. The cross as far side, nobody there. Ball's going to be settled down. It'll be Clippers with the ball. The only thing is I cannot see the game clock, so I will not really know when there's time. There's a save by Purcell. Went high on him. He's a tall goalie, a big guy, and he's able to make the save. And comes to the edge of the box. His punt is going to be high and beyond midfield. Not a bad deal there. It's headed down, and here comes the rush the other way by the Saints. Keeping control. Yes, they are. Going behind, and a little layout pass. Trying to get the speed involved in the game. They'll put pressure on the defense, and the ball will go out of play. And we should have a blue throw, and that's what we're going to have way over. You see the bleachers I was talking about? I believe, yeah, CSJ will get it into LeMay. They want a little give and go. They got the give but not the go, and now they've got the go on the other end. Again, shoulder to shoulder, pulling away, trying to get the angle, and no, didn't quite enter the 18, and he's going to cross the ball, put a hook on it. It's going to be up top. They will get a header on it, and it'll come in on Morrow, and he'll make it's an easy save, but he made the save, and they're able to somehow still muster a shot on net. That's an excellent kick. That's an excellent kick. That'll be off from the head of Clayton out of bounds. Zach Clayton, number 8, with the header out of play. And one thing that's very obvious is they've taken that markup very seriously. They are marking very well. Not a lot of opening on the field. CSJ, early on here, I said we played about 5 minutes of soccer. A lot of speed. Cornelius Toe, 23, far side of the field. Way over there. He's going to take the throw for the Fighting Saints. So just waiting for Ronnie Holcomb to tie his sneaker, and now he's, or his cleat. They have cleats here in soccer. That will roll defensively, and oh, this stayed in bounds. That sets up this shot. Oh, never got through. A lot of blue jerseys out in front of that net. You see them all right there building a wall down inside the 18, and that keeps the penetration from coming in on the goalie. And no, there'll be one step behind the play. He'll come out to the center of the field in the middle of the circle, and now they're going to take the rush. And again, look at the speed. There's the angle, the great angle on the defensive position. I believe that's one of the captains out there. Yeah, Erlenbach with a good play for Maine. Of course, we'll have CSJ women's soccer action for you also. Kind of a different situation in girls soccer. They only have 10 players. They don't have the right number of people on the field. They don't have a full roster, and they do not have a sub, obviously. So that's in 45-minute halves. That is some kind of condition you've got to be in. See Maine working the ball down the field. Very short, methodical passing game. They'll set the ball up, send it in, and just wide. Somebody came free at the last second. For the Maine squad, Wilson looks like he'll line up and take the goal kick. Wilson, of course, a former player of Kirk Abrahamson's squad. And he'll strike the ball on the goal kick. Number 12 is Chad Wilson. Came down on top of the ball, really short in the field, and a nice job by the Clippers to take advantage of that. We've got push from behind and a foul and a kick coming up from just about the 20-yard line. See who will take the kick for Maine, or who will strike the ball. It looks like it's going to be Erlenbach, at least with the setup. Whether or not he actually strikes the ball, no. He will not be striking the ball. Erlenbach is number 3, and Santiago Miara, involved in the play, along with number 18, Dawson. So the 3 goal scorers from yesterday all right there. Yeah, now that was a tricky play. They out-tricked each other. That's a header, and that's going to be wide, and that's going to stay on. It's going to be out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for CSJ. We're in the first half of soccer action. No score. Actually, there's a foul on the play. There'll be a kick coming up. It'll be Wilson taking the kick. And again, we'll have the White Birch Realty player of the game for CSJ. A little different logistically. We did during the softball and basketball seasons when White Birch Realty would donate the game player of the game shirts. Out! Whoa, what a save! Came out, Purcell did, and made that nice slide block. That's going to be up and over on the attack as Donald Purcell, the goalkeeper out there, doing a nice job for CSJ. That was an aggressive move by the goalie. You see the official checking the ball, and they want a different ball. That one looked like he was squeezing it to the point where it didn't have enough air in the ball. So we're happy with the ball. We're set to go, and we'll have the kick coming up. Wilson just switched sides. He'll be on the far side of the box in the corner on the kick, and he'll launch it down. Yeah, and it's never too early to start thinking about getting set for CSJ men's and women's basketball action. As far as getting in, they start in November. Their home games do. You come on and watch college basketball right here in your own backyard, and they have subs coming in. That's what the indication is right now by John Siverett. I believe that is Clayton. That's a long way to look. On the throw, they'll go short. It was marked, and a nice job of just getting the ball into play. CSJ's had a shot on net. It was a dandy. Couple of shots now for the Clippers from Maine Machias, as that ball will just be popped up into an open spot of the field and chased down by number 23, Toe, Cornelius Toe. What a fitting soccer name, Toe. That was just a clean pick by the Clippers. They're going to take the shot in, far post, out of play. That will set up a goal kick. Ian Aiken, the head coach for CSJ men's and women's soccer. Tony Tarini is the head coach for the men's and women's programs at Maine Machias. So how'd you like that, pulling double duty like that? Yeah, LeMay on the sideline being looked at by the trainer. Not a good sign for a team already extremely low on numbers. And DeRosier will take the throw. He was trying to make the move up the sideline, had it picked off his foot, and he looked down the line. That was marked up well, and now he wants Clayton, and Clayton wasn't available for the pass, and it just would become the Clippers' ball. They're going to send it up over the top. Everybody on side. We've had just a few infractions so far in the contest. Not a lot of whistles. Been a very fluid played game, and boy, he had the shot and just shanked it. Came down on top of it. Good physical play in the box by Wilson. Just out-muscled his opponent for the ball. Got up to the center circle, not cross midfield, and now the attack coming back the other way. It's good pressure by Maine Machias. That'll be out of play, and we'll have the throw taken by Toe. Again, it is tough. It is tough without a lot of subs. In 45-minute halves, too, my goodness. And that's just going to be cleaned up, dropped out, and that will make midfield beyond. It'll go between the two circles, and they're going to go to the side. Body down, right in front of the bleacher section, which is on the far side of CSJ's soccer field. Purcell will come out and make the grab. Clayton with the markup on the man coming in from the top of the arc. And that's going to be a high kick and a battle for the 50-50 ball. It'll be brought down and controlled on the trap by CSJ. Momentarily they had it. That was Lashway, Brian Lashway, that had it last. So we've got a CSJ player down behind the play, and he will get up now. That's a good sign. They can't keep losing bodies out there. I see the spacing, the gapping off like they're a little bit tight, and that ball laid on nothing but empty turf for a second. And we're going to have a push called, and we should have a kick coming up for the Clippers. Emery. Everything long was taken away. He came back short. And he Lofsner to find somebody to mark up, and that's what he's hustling over there to do. And boy, they got there late, and oh, what a save by Lofsner. Just because actually he was late on the mark, he was in a position to make the save, and Lofsner with the flex of the leg there, he's playing with an injury, but I'll tell you what, he made the best save of the game so far. Pressure being put on by Maine Machias after that shot by CSJ, which was about 7 minutes ago now. The breeze is not gusting. It's there. It's a noticeable breeze, but it's not that bad as far as play. It's stronger up here for the cameraman on the roof. Oh, he's got the turf. He took advantage of it. There's the attack by the defender that allows the ball to come through, and that'll be wide. We will have a goal kick coming up as, again, Maine Machias getting more time of possession now. Down in the tax zone, down in the 18, and they're getting more shots on net. And they're starting to feel the momentum, I guess, kind of switching to the Clippers from Maine in the white uniforms. And they're looking at LeMay on the sideline. I don't know the status of whether he would be able to come back or not, but that'd be a big loss for him. LeMay, of course, was a starter. And that kick was a decent kick, almost to midfield by Wilson. And again, good marking up by both sides here, but that was a good job by the Clippers coming out and making the mark. College soccer action to you, brought to you by PEGTV, Munger Vision, and you can go to the Video on demand, www.pegtv.com. Click on video on demand, follow the instructions, get through, and you can watch events and games and talk shows right there from PEGTV right on your computer. So on the internet, makes us international, worldwide. Good job with the step up in the challenge and cleaning the ball off the foot of the Maine Machias player. Machias, Maine's had a lot of time of possession in the last 4.5, 5 minutes down here, and Purcell bobbled it, made the save. There was a collision. That's a live ball still. The player who glided with Purcell's down, that's going to be off from Clayton out of bounds. And the player, like I said, the player who had collided is down and just getting up. Nobody going to check on him. There he goes. Tell you what, there's the official. As that is number 18, Dawson. And he's just sucking wind right now. He is dying out there, and they're going to let him take the... Now, there's a corner kick, but I can't... See what I'm saying? I cannot see through the trees. I can barely see. So I'm going to go out to the front of the net where the action is. Save, and Purcell did not cross the in-line, or the goal line. And I'll tell you what, Purcell, very impressive here. Donald Purcell, the goalkeeper for CSJ. I believe he's from New Jersey. And I didn't hold that against him. He's doing a good job. That's in the circle, and there's the charge. You can feel a goal, though, on the edge here, as they've just had way too much attack time in the offensive end. Purcell making a lot of saves. That's Cornelius Toe going after the ball. He'll get it picked up. He'll take the throw for the Fighting Saints. They went to Lashway, a few moves there, and he'll just get it back to his teammate. They'll go up over the top, and they'll go back off from the foot of the Clippers player. And again, it's an overcast day. There's a hint of rain in the air. The breeze is there, but not really a big factor, and it's been a pretty fluid game here. Maine's controlled the final 8 to 9 minutes. CSJ actually got the first try on net here. They had the first shot on goal. It was a good rush down the field. And again, in checking on the jersey numbers for the markups, Coach Aiken wanted to make sure people are guarding people out there. So Wilson to do the kicking in the first half of play. There's 45-minute halves in college soccer. And on the settle, we'll see the Clippers move to the inside, go to the left foot, try to send the ball through. Stepped up by Wilson, never let it get any deeper than the edge of the box. And there really hasn't been a lot of soft kicking. There's been tremendous communications out there amongst the Clippers players. From what I can hear up here in my vantage point is, you know, they're saying let it ride means let the ball come through to them. But you got to communicate out there. It's a big field, a lot of action going on, a lot of different motion. That kick was just soft, left on the edge, and then the bring out was, well, for a moment, Cornelius Toe had it. He lost it. And here comes the attack the other way for the Clippers. The reverse, the send through, and there's Wilson with the step up the challenge, and then he'll just clear the ball between circles all the way back, and Morrow will pick it up. It's in the box. He can use his hands. It's actually been a long time since Morrow's made saves. Now, see, this is what they want. They don't want that freewheeling, just time and space. And I'll tell you what, they lost their balance there. I believe that was Holcomb, number 27. And it was. But that's what Coach Aiken wants. Get up, pressure the ball. Don't let him just walk it down the field. On the throw-in, CSJ with the ball will hop over the attempt on the steal, and then Wilson will just send it back down on the reversal. They want to switch fields here and get that speed. We could see the evidence of speed there by CSJ. Wilson will get it cleared up to this side, and this is going to be Lofsner. Lofsner with the stop, the reverse, brings it to the outside. That opened up his foot for the pass, trying to get the ball down to DeRozier. And they kept everything, again, defensively between the circles, talking about Maine Machias. They've done a good job of that here early on, other than the initial shot of the game. And coming over to take the throw, looks like number 4, Anthony Martiniano. No, it's going to be a blue throw. Okay, so CSJ will take the throw, and I apologize for that. And we got an injured player down. It's Losner, who came into the game injured. And they already have LeMay down on the bench injured, so not a good sign here for CSJ. Yeah, so CSJ now down to... No, I don't think they have enough players. I think they have the minimal amount of players now in the ball game, with the 2 injuries on the bench to LeMay and now to Losner. Yeah, and you can see that CSJ with the possession. See how aggressive they come out and attack the ball on the side of the Machias team, the Clippers. And it's Kaba out there, number 9 now for CSJ. I'll have to do a body count in just a second. That's going to be off the Hulk come out of bounds. We'll have a white throw and white team out there, the white jerseys, white shorts is University of Maine Machias. Or the Clippers, as we'll go by, taking on CSJ, the Fighting Saints, in a scoreless first half of soccer. That's coming through, and that's going to be smothered by the keeper. That was a nice touch on the ball to bring it through on that attempted score. And again, Purcell's looked very sharp in net for CSJ. And to the far side, just able to use his body, get the inside position. We will have a throw coming up, and it'll be taken by CSJ. I had to locate him there for a second. I had to adjust my tripod too, it wasn't level. And see what CSJ's offense has been doing though. Once the ball gets to the 20, they do not follow it in. So yeah, they don't put any pressure on it. It'll be off from Dawson's foot out of bounds, and Clayton took the throw, and we're going to have Clayton come down and he'll take the throw again. So Zach Clayton, right in front of his bench area, will take the throw, and again, not a lot of space to throw to. Everybody marked up well. That's a good mark there by DeRozier and Candy. DeRozier, I mean, and that's going to be up over the top, off the back of the head to the midfield stripe, picked up by Maine. They're on the rush. There's the ball back through on the corner to the vacated spot, and they'll try to cross the ball. There's the cross, and went through a couple different sets of legs. Ends up on Maine's shot bouncer, and a good save by Purcell. That was labeled inside this post, and he was able to get the hand on it. That big body is able to lean it out there and get it and push it away. But it results in a corner, obviously, and it'll be the second corner, I believe, of the ball game for the Clippers. They're going to, looks like they're going to go short and work a little play off the corner there with the 2 different attackers. Popped up in the air through the inline, and another corner coming up. I couldn't tell you how much time's left. I can't see the clock from this point. But I can tell you, we're in the first half of a scoreless soccer game. And just missed hooking it in the far post. Nobody really got a chance to put a body on it, but it just had enough whip on the ball and hook on the ball that it almost went in. So Wilson's been busy here with the goal kicks, and Chad Wilson will get set, and he'll take another goal kick for the Fighting Saints. And again, that website for PEGTV is easy to remember. It's www.pegtv.com. Now get it to the DeRozier. He'll lose his balance, and I believe we'll have a push foul called from behind, and we'll have a kick coming up for CSJ. And that's what it was. And Wilson will lay it down, and yeah, Kaba. So they'll get the play going right away and send it up, and yep, here we come the other way now. Maine Machias, they've been knocking on the door. They just haven't got a goal in yet, and they're going to lay the ball out, and they want to make the inside move, and that's going to be a nice job of attacking the ball defensively by CSJ. And I think that was going to be Clayton who made the good play defensively, and you can see them come out in their pressure, try and take away the angle of the pass, keep everything to the outside. They'll go backwards to go forwards. They're in the Saints offensive end of the field, and they'll just dribble it down. Then I'm talking about Maine Machias, of course. And boy, there's a lot of turf. There's a ton of turf. There's a little pass slid through, and good save. Whoa, he left a big rebound again. Purcell with the big save, following the ball well, tracking the ball well. Got his hands on it, and the ball came straight down, bounced up. Wilson got it, kicked it out. Maine with the bat, with the soccer ball, have it at the edge of the circle, and then that's going to be off from the side of Wilson's foot. I believe it's going to stay in play, and it will hit and kick and go out of bounds. Yeah, they want to switch balls again. I'm not sure why. Well, they tossed that one right out, too. It's not being a legal ball. So Maine right on the sideline, able to walk off from Clayton's mark, and oh, they drew 2 defenders to him, and that shot score. That you could see just unfold. They came to him, and once they came to the passer, he just made the little give back, and that's going to be Anthony Martiniano with the game's first goal. Let me mark that down. Now, so Martiniano with the goal will give the Clippers the lead. Well, you could feel it coming, the momentum, the time of possession. They're keeping the ball down in the attack zone, the corners. Now it's time to see CSJ respond with some pressure themselves. That was number 9, Kaba from VJ. VJ 6, Kaba number 9. I'm talking about CSJ in the blue. And Latchway had it. And they want to go backwards to go forwards. That's just miskicked and stays like a 50-50 ball. And then again, everybody battling for it. Nobody's established possession yet. And now it will be taken over by the Clippers. And again, they have a lot of opportunity. See no pressure in the backfield by the Fighting Saints. Nice steal, good job getting around by Toe. Toe wants to bring the ball back. He'll get it off to Kaba, and Kaba will come over, and this will be DeRosier. See, they're coming across. He's able to run through the slide tackle. Wants to cross the ball, ran over the top of that. We'll set it back up, trying to make the move. Now he'll back it up and pass around to the inside and get nice job defensively. They just sealed away that route to the ball and the pass to himself. And Dawson with number 18 with a head of steam will get the pass off now, and he'll connect up with his teammate. That was number 11 down there, Eagles, Isaiah Eagles. 1-0. The Clippers with the lead, and it'll be out of play. We'll have a blue goal kick. So CSJ with the goal kick. Purcell with a ton of saves already in the first half for the Fighting Saints. As Wilson again will take the kick. That ball will just come down, and again here comes Dawson sliding it through. Wilson sees it, anticipates it, and Purcell came out and put the big slide on it. There's the pass back. It came on a reverse off the heel. Quite a passing move over there by the Clippers side. Down into the 18, through the 18 on the edge of the box. Eagles kick, hooks, and high. Right idea, start peppering the net. So as Chad Wilson prepares for yet again another goal kick. It's a nice cool day, at least, any humidity in the air. And I'm just thinking of the players with no subs left for CSJ. They suffered a LeMay injury and then Lofsner injury, and that took them down to what we see on the field now. Clayton will lose his balance, go down on the contact. That will be coming back to Dawson. Dawson's played a huge first half here for the Clippers, and they avoid losing the ball. Slided through. Purcell with the save, and I believe we have a corner of it. No, he kept the ball from going through the inline. Times his kick on the drop. He'll hit beyond midfield. That's going to come down now to the Fighting Saints. On the defense, Maine on the offense. Maine's been on the offense an awful lot. See VJ with the attack. Oh, they had the goalie overcommitted, and when Wilson he's going to draw the foul, but Wilson made the save, came out, charged the ball, and Wilson will take the kick now. So good play by Chad Wilson to keep it at just a 1-0 deficit. So Wilson, Reel out there also. I didn't see that. Reel's out there for CSJ, and he's taped up, and now you have Stone not in there, as he has a rib injury for CSJ. In physical game, soccer is. I mean, you don't see a lot of it here right now. The field's so spread out, but we did see contact earlier in the game when Dawson had to kind of compose himself. But yeah, it's a very physical game. I mean, a lot of transition, a lot of speed, but There's some bumping and bodies and up over the top. The header is going to misfire, but he was unmarked at the 8-yard line. First half of soccer, it's 1-0 Maine Machias. The Clippers in the white uniforms with the lead from the campus of CSJ College of St. Joseph's. On college soccer on PEGTV. See Wilson look, and Wilson now will can come down the far side, this near side. I mean, he was looking for DeRozier and just couldn't control the ball. Went out from his back actually. Maine back on the attack now. They'll dribble through the circle to the edge, and now they'll get it inside. Not in the 18 yet. They're between circles, and there's some good moves by Kaba. He wanted to spin out of that pack, and well, that is just good defense. They're staying with it, staying with it. Look at that, staying with it. And they will finally, the ball will squirt free. They'll come down that side. Martiano will get it in there, and there's a goal. Goal number 2. And Purcell, I hope he's not hurt in the background, getting up a little bit slow, but he'll be okay. He'll be 2-0 now. I just need a jersey number 11. Isaiah Eagles will get the game's second goal. Well, they kept funneling everything to the net. So a 2-0 game, and sun coming out now as again it's number 11 Isaiah Eagles with the game's second goal. Well, first half action, couple goals. Like I said, they defeated Fisher College yesterday. I'm talking about the Clippers 3-1. And again, what you want to do now is, if you're CSJ, you got to figure beyond the midway point of the first half. Don't surrender another goal. And actually, obviously, try to generate one yourself, but at least play him to a standstill here in the last portion of this first half. Good job of keeping his balance, but will lose the kick out of play, and it should result in a white throw. Now he'll get set. He bobbled the ball. Could be a little dew on it. Moisture on the ball. Yeah, and again, they want to launch it to Eagles, who just scored the game's second goal. He'll make the touch, and that'll be pooched up in the air and headed, but not controlled. A 50-50 ball lays on the ground, and Eagles will come over. He'll reverse the field to try to go forward. And again, not a lot of pressure on the ball defensively from CSJ. They'll set it up, knock it down, go over the top, and everybody on sides. That's going to be picked out of the air momentarily by CSJ. They can't control it as far as getting the ball up and out. Miss kick there. That opened up the pathway to the top of the arc, and now it'll come back between circles as in CSJ's offensive end. And no, good effort, just couldn't make the save, as that was number 14, Nick Backus, for the Maine squad. Yeah, right now, Maine just quicker to the ball. More decisive moves by Maine, both on the offensive end and when they've had to play defense on the defensive end. You can see with the ball right there, number 10, Miera. He had a goal yesterday on their win at Fisher College. Wilson not only got it down the first time, the rebound came back to him. He got it out the second time. Miera looking for the move, will go around reel. Oh, nice pass back again, and wide open and over the top of the crossbar. That was one of those deals where they just had too much time. That was Martiano who took the shot, and tell you what, he was unmarked at the 8-yard line and just came up high and hard. Wilson again back there getting set to take the kick on a substitution. That's what the holdup was. They had a sub coming in for the University of Maine Machias squad. Tell you what, Wilson's bringing a lot of things down this outside edge of the field on his kicks. Whether that's intentional or not, I don't know. Miera will dribble, reverse, trap it, send it through, gets it up to Eagles. The ball will go to the outside, and that's not Eagles, by the way. That is Corliss, Pat Corliss. Wilson pinned along the inline, has to take it back away, gets it off Clayton's foot back to Wilson, and he'll dribble it up, take the short pass, looking for some teammate to run underneath the pass, and he will get that. No, it'll be out of play on the far side. Because occasionally the sun does come out here at the field today. Other than that, it's just an overcast, cooler day. Shot and whoa, whistled it to the inside of the outside post. So, the pressure's been on one end of the field. That is for sure here as CSJ. Getting only down to 2 goals. If they could just get some type of pressure here to end the half with, they'd have something to work on positive-wise throughout the halftime talk. Worst case scenario, just keep it at 2-0 right now. Get into the halftime, make your adjustments. Yeah, we'll have a blue throw now. And again, you can see the pressure being put on the ball, and almost the takeaway. That stayed in place somehow. It stayed right on the sideline. Dawson works off a screen. He really didn't need it. Brings the ball back, and this is going to be Corliss. Corliss to Wilson. He'll just hammer it back outside. That'll be popped up into the air, and we can see that the space being allowed here, just tremendous amount of green turf opened up, especially on the offensive end for the University of Maine squad, University of Maine Machias. Yes, substitution coming in now is number 19, Jay Skillings. So Skillings coming in for the Clippers. As you can see, the flag being held up by John Sivert, and he'll, when all the subs have cleared, he will bring the flag down just like he's starting a NASCAR race. Yeah, real with the touch. Whistle on the play, foul against the Maine squad, and there is the ball put into play to Wilson. Gives it back, and good step up pressure-wise by Maine Machias, and that's going to be off from Real and controlled now by the Clippers. So they got that 2-0 lead. They want to line it up, slide it through, and just over the top. Well-designed play, that give and go, and then they released from the top of the box, the 18, and sent a man in. He got the ball back and just took it on the fly and kicked it high. You can see CSJ started out the game with the initial rush down the field, and the first shot of the game was a good shot and all, but hey, it happens. They have to settle back down, and right now they're just trying to survive the half, I get the feeling, and then kind of regroup after the half, come up with some kind of more offensive scheme. But their goalie right now, Purcell, has really played a very solid first half. He has kept them in the game at 2-0. He's made some incredible saves. VJ went to head it. The ball was over the top of his head, and we will have possession claimed now by the Maine Machias squad. Again, they've had the luxury of having turf to work with. The Clippers have, and right there giving chase, ball brought back to the inside. There's a little cross, and behind the net out of play. We'll have a goal kick coming up for Wilson and CSJ. Coach, how you doing? Mark won't come up, will he? No. So CSJ down 2-0, first half action. Got to be around the 30-minute played mark. I can't see the clock from here, but the pressure and the field have all been tilted down to Purcell, the goalie for the Fighting Saints, and there's been 2 corners, both taken by the University of Maine Machias squad. The Clippers out there in the white uniforms coming off that 3-1 win on the road at Fisher College yesterday. And starting off very sharp here today. Actually, the game started off with DeRosier taking the shot for CSJ and what appeared to be a good rush down the field. A good save by Morrow, the goalie for the Clippers. And then everything from that point on was put into defensive mode by the Saints. They'll have the throw on the far side of the field now, be right in front of the bleacher area. And again, tight marking by the Maine squad, but they've been really rotating a lot of different bodies, and they have fresh legs, and it really shows on the rushes down the field. At the arc, the shot low and outside. We'll have a goal kick by Wilson, and he'll take it on the far side of the box. A couple injuries have really hurt CSJ. Lostner went down with an injury, and also number 2, LeMay, and that limited him to no substitutions left on the bench. And I actually believe they're playing with 10 people right now because Stone was already injured before the game. Jason Stone had a rib injury and was unable to even suit up. He was the other goalie, but he did play a field position. And it's not been a lot of whistles in the game. And it's been pretty fluid action as far as the Clippers are concerned. And that's a good job of stepping up, attacking the ball by Wilson. Takes a few dribbles. His kick knocked down. That will keep the field short. And putting the pressure back on will be the Clippers as they'll work it to the outside. And there's the trailer. You see no mark on the body. Kaba now coming back into the picture. That's going to be up and just wide. Purcell was on the post, but again, the man able to break the mark. And they want a corner. They're not going to get the corner. It looks like it'll be a goal kick, and that's what we'll have. So CSJ will dodge the bullet on the corner, and we'll have the goal kick by Wilson. CSJ 0-3 in league play, taking on the Sunrise Conference opponent here in Maine Machias. Comes in at 3-0, so reversals of standings here. And you can see the confidence of being able to attack the ball defensively when CSJ does get some time down in their 18-yard box. And on a whistle, nope, thought I heard a whistle, I didn't. Play will come back up middle of the field. It's been open too for the Maine squad to have time and space to just pass the ball back and forth. Not a lot of pressure put on the ball from the midfield stripe on. And there's a rare touch by CSJ offensively, and they want to just try to bring it up through and see the help defense. Just like in any sport, they had a first layer of defense got beat. The second wave was there. They took the ball away, and they'll come all the way down and be popped up. Will it become a goal kick? I do believe so. Yes, it went off from Toe, Cornelius Toe, number 23, out of play. And this will be the third corner kick for the Maine squad, and they'll get the ball, get it down into play, and they'll strike it up. And again, the breeze not really a factor. Actually, it wasn't a corner. He took the throw, and it's hard to see through the pine tree down there, but they'll get their space. Now 3 people came to the ball on the white jerseys, and they communicated that and then kind of spread the field back out. Wilson will just step into it, send it back over the top. He'll reverse fields, and all white on the ball. That's going to roll out of play, and we'll have the throw coming up now on that side by Emery. Emery able to get it in play. See the tempo. They got the ball, got it in. Didn't let CSJ get any mark going. Pass Kaba, and boy, all the way down inside the shot, and it'll trickle just wide. I don't believe Purcell got a piece of it. I'll have to wait and see what they say for the mark. And if it becomes a corner, then Purcell did make the save, and that's going to be the indication. So Purcell did come out, made his save off his body through the inline, and now it will be a corner for the Clippers. CSJ yet to have a corner awarded in this first half of play. They do have the shot on net that Morrow made the save on. And again, they go short on the corner. They just want to do the little give and go. Dawson will launch. You got a lot of foot underneath it. Went all the way across the field. Not sure if that was what he wanted to do, but it's going to be a change of possession now. We'll have Clayton take the throw. Number 8 for CSJ in the blue uniforms today on their home field in their home opener. They're just trying to weather this first half, keep the deficit at 2 goals, and come up with a different wrinkle maybe offensively for the second half of play. And that throw slipped out of the hands. I believe that was real with the throw, but CSJ able to maintain possession maybe. Let's see, went out from Kaba out of bounds, and we'll have a throw coming up for number 8 in white. That's Burke. He'll take it for the Clippers. He'll back up and go down, and Toe able to get his head on it. Goes back out of bounds, so stays with the white throw, and they'll just move it about 8 yards further down the field. Now the freshman goalie down there, Donald Purcell, with a good first half, even though he's has the 2 goals scored against him. He's probably made around 11 to 12 saves. Good quality saves also on shots from inside the 18. See, when you have time and space like that and you can direct traffic, there's now a blue jersey out defensively or now to pressure the ball. That makes it very hard to play defense because you just keep shrinking in and in and in, and you can't get possession unless you come out and pressure the ball. And there's a dribble coming in, and they'll just give the ball on the give and go, and it'll be brought back out by Lashway. Not cleared far enough, though, to give him a chance for the rush down the field. That ball's coming across, headed in. Whoa, what a beautiful attempt. And he'll come up high on the rebound and kick it up over the crossbar as Purcell had faded to the near post. That left the whole net open and able to break away from his mark and come in and take the second attempt. First shot was taken by Martiano, and the second shot came in by number 16, Burke. So really a good push inside offensively. And that's what we've seen from this Maine squad through the first half. We've got to be around 5 or 6 minutes left to play in this opening 45 minutes. 2-0 Maine Machias with the lead. And CSJ, they're in the blue uniforms today on their home turf. And again, you can Go to the CSJ website, get all their schedule information for not only the men's and women's soccer program, but they've got the fall sports listed on there already with the boys, with men's and women's basketball action. And that's, again, taking place. Starts November, the home games do, right down here at the CSJ Athletic Complex. Not a bad seat in the house. You can come and watch college basketball right here in your backyard in Rutland County. And again, they'll just take the time, retrieve the ball, and now pressure on the ball. They'll just go long distance over the top. That's off the head of Wilson. He'll come to the edge of the circle, stays on this side of the midfield stripe offensively for Maine Machias. And not only do they pass well, but they just keep the ball spread around, and that's going to be a save and through the inline, and it should become a corner as Purcell, like I said, for a freshman and for a big guy, very agile, came across and got a hand on it and kept it at a 2-0 game right now. So the corner's starting to add up now for Maine Machias. Again, it's just hard with no subs right now. Purcell got a piece of that and piece of that, and that's going to be loose in front of the box, and we've got a whistle and a kick coming up. So there was a foul in the box against Maine, and we'll have a goal kick, or a penalty kick actually coming up, a free kick, and it should be taken by Wilson. Yeah, he's asking for the ball. Number 12 is Chad Wilson, a Rutland High School graduate. He'll bring the ball up. It should be at the 8-yard mark. That's what they do. That would be, if you're going to take a penalty kick, that's where they'd have him flick it. And, well, he's allowed to bring it back to the edge of the goal blind now. You can see the net fluctuate a little bit. It is breezy, but not to the point where it's affected play at all. Overcast, comfortable temperature for the players. That's a big break for CSJ. At least it's not a hot, humid day with not a lot of people, actually nobody put back into the game with the injuries. There's Morrow with a touch. It's been a long time since he's had to grab the ball. Again, he elects to boomerang throw it out instead of take the kick. At midfield, through the circle, now between circles. They'll go to the far side and right to the edge of the box. The shot up and high and over the top of the crossbar. And we have a player getting up very slow. Is Martiano, and holding his right arm, but looks like he's going to shake it off. And he had contact when he was up in the air. Came down awkwardly on the hand or wrist area, but he'll be okay and stay in the ball game. And we got a whistle, and that's what it is for the injury. See the official pointing to Martiano, and now he's going to just have him re-kick, leave everybody. And they didn't stop play, so he didn't have to come out because of the injury. He's still looking at the right arm, shaking the hand. So Martiano had the game's first goal, playing very well, shaking up on the play, but it's going to stay in the contest. That kick will clear, and it'll just be one step shy of getting there. That was the Rozier, number 10 for CSJ. He had the game's initial shot, and to this point, the only real scoring chance for CSJ off the opening possession. He'll go off the back of the heel, and again, CSJ on the move, on the dribble, and look at the defense, look at the help, and they'll call a foul on that. And they brought down Kaba, number 9, on the slide tackle. Nate Kaba, boy, if they lose another body, he's staying down on the ground. And I said already, with LeMay and Lofsner injured, and Kaba looking not too hopeful right now. Yeah, they're going to stop play. So they'll have the trainer come out and check on Kaba. So Kaba, coming off the field, was able to walk off the field. I'm not sure the extent of his injury, but 8 field players plus the goalie out there right now for CSJ. And if you want to really kind of cross-reference, it almost is like being on a power play in ice hockey for the University of Maine. They're playing a couple men up right now, or in lacrosse actually, they're playing a couple men up. But it's only 2-0. We're in the first half of play, and CSJ hasn't had a lot of offensive opportunities. They've been playing a lot of defense, and they're getting tired out there. No subs to come in, and people becoming open more and more. And there's Purcell with the save, and again, point blank, about 9 yards off to his right side, and he's able to make the save. He's kept CSJ actually in the game with his play in net. That's going to slide across, and oh, what a good job. There you can see the body coming in on the weak side, unmarked, looking for the cross to put the foot on the ball and drive it in the net. But Purcell came out, made the grab, and that came right at the end of the half. So it'll be 2-0 University of Maine Machias with the lead at the break in college soccer action on PEGTV. As we switched into the field, and pretty obvious we need some touches and some possession time. Clayton with the ball. And And it looks like we're going the rest of the way with just the 8 field players and the goalie. I'll have to recount, but I can see Lofsner and LeMay on the bench still. And again, pretty fortunate to only have a 2-0 deficit right now. The play of Purcell in goal was outstanding for CSJ. And we'll have the White Birch Realty player of the game at the conclusion of the contest. And right now, Purcell leading candidate for CSJ as far as getting that honor. And that ball will be taken over on that side. That's Cornelius Toe, number 23 with the ball. And I'll do the roster once again for you for CSJ as LeMay is out there. He's got the ball, number 2. So he set out the first half, the majority of the first half. He only played about 2.5, 3 minutes of that first half. But LeMay back in there now wearing number 2 in blue. CSJ with a throw. They'll come right at the midfield stripe. And play held up. No subs coming in. Now it'll be good to throw the ball in. They'll be popped up and controlled by CSJ center field area, and good job of being ridden but staying on the ball, and now popped to the side. Clayton looking to give the chase, gets the shoulder, and that should be a kick coming up for the Fighting Saints. And on the fall, yeah, the kick will take place. Real with the roll of the ball, bring it off to Wilson. Chad Wilson will bring it up another 5 or 10 yards. Right there they want it, about 10 yards further from the initial contact of the ball. And Wilson with the strong foot, with the wind at his back, will line it up and he'll cross midfield, cross the circle, and the ball headed down by Maine Machias out of play. While the throw coming up by number 10 in blue is Candy DeRosier. He had the initial rush down the field, takes the only shot in the first half by CSJ. Morrow was in goal, and it looks like Morrow will get the start in the second half in goal for Maine Machias. I'll double check on that before we get too far into the second half of play. 45 1/2. Overtime, I don't know why, but they would play it if it was tied. And if they're like high school soccer, they've added a couple timeouts now. I'm not sure why they did that in high school, but they did. In and off the outside of the net. Not touched by Purcell. We'll have a goal kick coming up. And Wilson has been taking the goal kicks, and he'll take the goal kick now. Walking with a slight limp after that rush down the field, but he'll suck it up and take the kick. John Sivert out there, one of the officials, former MSJ varsity soccer coach. And there is a good deep kick on the bounce. He'll get to midfield. Ball controlled by Maine. Hasn't been a lot of 50-50 balls to talk about. And a handball, let them play through it. Now a late whistle, and should be a blue kick coming up. Yeah, they called the handball, called it late, and we'll have Kaba, number 9. Remember, he left the game late in the first half with what appeared to be some sort of leg injury. He made the recovery and is getting a start here in the second half. His kick goes all the way across the field to DeRosier, and he'll have a little bit of time to work with. He'll corral the ball and lay the pass out, and on the trail it's Toe, number 23. He'll bring the pass back to LeMay, to Lashway, and Lashway, a lot of white jerseys around him. They're almost playing like a diamond back there defensively, and they have just really taken away any opportunities for more than 1, possibly 2 touches offensively per possession for CSJ. That's off the foot of Real. Tried to send the ball through on this side, and it will stay in play. Getting a lot of CSJ soccer left to play this fall. You can go to their website or viewmyschedule.com and get the rest of the information for both the men's and women's soccer schedule for the Fighting Saints. There is no admission, and really not a bad seat in the house. And tripped in the progress of going to the ball. That kick's going to come from just about the 25-yard line. It'll be a direct kick, and we'll have it taken by. Let's see who's going to strike the ball. Last time they ran the different play where all 3 players came and ran over the top of the ball, and then on the last trail play that was kicked, this is going to be Martiano, who had the game's first goal. Martiano, number 4. He left in the first half with a slight injury toward the leg area, and he's recovered enough to come back into play. Yeah, and that came to the outside, and good reaction that time by CSJ. A lot of blue shirts there. They overloaded one side, and if they could just slid the ball over, and talking about Maine, to this near corner of the box, they had a lot of people open over here. Good job. Kept the legs together, made the steal. Kaba wants to just trying to get his foot open right now, doing a lot of running around, and it should become a blue throw. Sivert with the call, and Kaba will take the throw, and we will have... They need somebody to come open. Not a lot of movement out there right now for him to throw to, and it's going to be off LeMay's head, up in the air. 50-50 ball. It will land on the ground and be controlled by Maine Machias. Over the top, offsides. Yeah, the first offside call of the game goes against Dawson of the Clippers. And that will give Wilson Yeah, they're going to bring the ball forward as Wilson. And there's Mom and Dad Wilson over there taking the game in. And like, see, they brought their lawn chair and their shades, and they got a good view of the game. And excellent kick by Chad Wilson. Good step up, aggressive takeaway, a header out of bounds, and we'll have the throw come in. LeMay will take the throw, number 2, and he'll toss the ball down to Cornelius' toe. He'll have to go back to pass, kind of stuck there on the field and drag behind him. DeRosier with the ball momentarily. That's going to be headed forward, and CSJ looking for their first shot of the second half. They had one official shot in the first half. There were a couple touches by the goalie Morrow, but they weren't actual shots on net. And that's going to come out to midfield, and that's going to be a whistle. No, they let him play through that contact there, and that's a good battle for the ball, as you could see Lashway. Number 3 in blue there for CSJ. And boy, he got the outside corner. There he goes around the slide tackle. He's into the box and up, and headed, but not toward the net. And Purcell will come out and make the grab. Purcell has played extremely well on that for CSJ. Boy, they're just getting to those balls and getting the ball down, and now they'll actually go across field with it through the circle, not quite the midfield stripe yet. Now they'll come down the outside, and they'll be taken over by the Clippers, and on the swing and a miss, that'll be DeRosier. Boy, a lot of space to dribble in, comes across on the trail, too far behind, up on the mark. Has a good job of marking up that time by CSJ. And they want to get the play started, and they're going to make them redo it. Yep, they wanted to get the play underway quickly, and they got whistled for it, and now we'll have Wilson come back. He'll get the ball. Should go back inside the 18, and that's what he's going to do. Chad Wilson will get the kick underway. He'll step into it, and that is another excellent kick. He just try to use a long ball here as far as their speed and get some of the faster players to be able to run underneath it. But Maine playing a decent defense against the CSJ squad right now, especially when they try to dribble the ball up solo through the defenders. The Maine Machias able to have a couple different layers of defense there. Oh man, that hurt. Hard kick rejected right off the neck area of the Maine player. We've had no score in the second half. Two goals in that first half by University of Maine Machias. They have the 2-0 lead, and we're probably 10 minutes into the second half. 45-minute halves. And again, a little contact there, and they'll play through, and they'll get tangled up. And boy, that's just a good job of staying with it by Maine. They'll hold possession, and Clayton came through on the weave along with Reel, and Maine came out of that whole pack with the ball. They've got an opening on the right foot. He wanted to come in a little bit closer. He had a chance to load up the right foot and take the shot. Now the whistle, and it'll be LeMay sending the ball back for Wilson. Wilson will have to wait. They want to go back that's about 3 yards further back on the whistle. Wilson, number 12 now, will get set to take and launch the ball. Well, the White Birch Realty player of the game at the conclusion of the contest for CSJ, and White Birch Realty donated the player of the game shirts. And we'll have a throw down around the Pine Tree area. And that's LeMay with a good heave right to the goalie. And again, he's yet to take a punt. He just rolls it out. And it's going to come out to number 10, Miriera. There we go. Lays out the long ball, and Jay Wilson with the play. Looking sharp over there. The throw came up the sideline, and that'll be in play over midfield. Maine with the ball will settle it. They've got so much space to work with. They can just kind of wait around and run some picks. And they've had the field pretty much tipped their way this whole soccer game. A couple injuries in that first half really limited the strategy for CSJ. Well, the strategy was to mark up, play tight defense, but you do get fatigued without those substitutions. That ball never made it in on net to Purcell. We will have a corner. Dawson will strike it, and they've been running short routes off the corner. See if they want to take it right at the net now. Yep, they're going to come right in there. See the ball hook? Oh, Purcell got a hand on it and got into a crowd of people. And that's going to be off from the back of the Maine player and comes back inside. They'll put it in the box. The save, and I believe they're going to get a corner. The corner will come off this near side. I will not be able to see the serve. It's behind the edge of the building where it steps out here, but I'll take it in front of the net where the action will be. Nope, they are going to take it from the far corner. Okay, that works out better. Boy, he put some foot into that and actually came to the far post and beyond, and he just couldn't get enough on it to bring it out in front of the net. That, of course, was number 20 down there, Brody Emery. Again, Wilson as busy now as he was in the first half, taking a lot of goal kicks because there's pressure put on Purcell. And Chad Wilson surveying the field. The sun's come out on it. It's beautiful. Day for the soccer game here. The home opener for CSJ. They're 0-4 overall, 0-3 in league play. Maine coming in with 3 wins, no losses in league play. And they were at Fisher College yesterday. They had a 3-1 win over Fisher College. Wilson with the step up, try to head the ball in the other direction, and that's going to be popped up, and got no pressure on the ball at all, and blew Kaba, the nearest body near it, and there they have a chance for the breakout. Kaba with a complete 360 spin, and boy, they waved at the ball. He couldn't punch it through on the pass attempt. He had gotten open, and it was just a good defensive play that allowed the pass not to go through to the man who was on the give and go, and we'll have a throw now coming in by Toe, Cornelius Toe. Toe will just set it down, and that's a 50-50 ball. It's on the ground. Still anybody's ball. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Toe. Martiano will bring it into play, and now Maine will just try to come cross field. Got a little bit under the kick. Miskicked it actually, and is up at the top of the circle, and it's going to be controlled by... Nope, I thought CSJ was going to have it, but again, just real quick to the ball. This is Maine Machias squad. Shot, Purcell will get on top of it. Oh, he's had a bunch of good saves. It really could be a 7-8-0 game right now if not for the play of Purcell. Reel got up a little slow, number 25 out there for CSJ, and he had some tape on his shoulder sternum area. He took that off at halftime, and he seemed to get up a little bit slow there. Here comes the penetration to the arc, to the circle. Look at him speed to the ball, and again, Purcell came out and very aggressive, challenged the ball and took it away before the attacker could get a foot on the ball. The part about the play you got to really watch is the attacker went through 2 defensive marks and was right there if Purcell wouldn't have been aggressive coming to the ball. That's going to just go off a bunch of bodies, hang out on that far side of the field, and then Cornelius Toe made a partial interception, didn't follow it up and get possession, and you can see LeMay with the pressure there, number 2 on the ball. That's going to go off from the foot. Took a funny bounce, had a lot of English on it. Spins all the way to the side. They're going to call that. That was LeMay, and he was interfered with by number 10 out there at Miria. Wilson, long distance. Nope, getting well marked back there. Holcomb with it, number 27 now. Holcomb with the dribble, lost it, comes back down to Clayton. Clayton with the touch, wanted to go across the circle. That was footed down by one of the Maine players, and Maine on the pivot, Maine on the attack, and Maine coming through now. Oh, and they'd like to take, somebody told him to take the shot. He did, and tell you what, he got up there and put some juice to it. Mike Reel did a good job of getting in the way of that play after he had to make up a lot of distance to get back there. So that'll put Mr. Wilson back to work here on the goal kick. Wilson been striking the ball extremely well. That's another good kick by Wilson. Now he needs a body to run to it, run underneath it, and there's the Saints. They had a touch on it. They'll go to the far side, and Kaba with it, and boy, see the support defense, the 2 different layers they have, and that's worked very effectively for Maine Machias. This is a Sunrise Conference game on PEGTV Channel 15, and that time they drew the defender, and nice step up right there. That was Lashway who made the play defensively, Brian Lashway. We're in the second half. I'd say we have to be near or by the midway point of the second half. I can't quite see the clock from here. 2-0. Both goals coming in the first half for Maine Machias. And again, CSJ working hard without the numbers out there. And tell you what, the conditioning and endurance really comes into play here in this game as far as not getting worn down. The CSJ players, of course, I'm talking about. DeRozier with the ball. He had it, goes up over the top, pops it up to his teammate far side, and they a little give and go again and allows the defense to come to him, and that's going to be off from LeMay to Lashway, and he'll go back his pass soft, and that's what allowed the defensive player Dawson to come up this time and make the touch. That's going to be far beyond Dawson to Martiano. And here comes the counter rush. Again, they've been living on the edge of the box. They've been in a few times. That's going to be served up nicely. And oh, a little knuckleball change up on the kick coming through. Towed down by number 10 out there, Santiago Mira. And Purcell again just having a monster day out here for CSJ. I do not have an official stat on the amount of saves he's had, but he has had a bunch. Yeah, and that should be a kick coming up. Now they got to come back with it. They tried a couple times to do that quick start, and they haven't been allowed to get that going. They'll have to get the touch now. Wilson will be close enough to call it midfield. The way he's been kicking it, too, they should just send everybody to the net, and he'll go right at it. And that's just what he does. He takes it right to the net, and it's headed by CSJ. Will it stay in play? Yes, it will. He'll walk the inline, and you can just see the bottom of his feet there with the pine tree in the way. And it goes out of play. Will it become a corner? CSJ yet to get a corner, and they might just have been awarded a corner. Yeah, Nate Kabah going down, and he'll serve up the ball. So CSJ, see the pine trees? He's going to serve up the first corner of the game for CSJ. And man, if they could punch this in, it'd be hard to believe with the stats, but they would be down only 2-1, and it's mishandled, but Morrow able to recover it, and he'll bowl it out. And on the run, on the break, that's the ball on sides. Yep, to Martiano. Had the progress going forward, slowed it down, came all the way across the field. They'll just reverse sides of the field here. And they just constantly, let's go too far. They just constantly, whoever kicks the pass runs down into the play beyond it. Runs further down into the next play. I mean, it's really been a beautiful thing to watch. It's Maine Machias squad. Yeah, so Wilson again will take the kick. Second half of play, 2-0 Maine Machias with the lead. The Clippers are called over the CSJ Saints, the College of St. Joseph's Saints. Boy, you can see Clayton able to pick that right out midair. They go backwards to go forwards, and up to LeMay. LeMay with that great speed coming right across the field. Oh, nice step up defensively. Good job defensively by number 2, Sadowski. So Sadowski again with that aggressive style, stepping up and challenging every square inch of the field. And Wilson will run a little interference, let it go through the inline, and we'll have a kick coming up by Wilson himself. He'll take it on the opposite side of the box. Now CSJ defensively hasn't done a bad job at all. They just got to really kind of generate some more possession offensively and some more shots on that. That's going to come back, and be controlled by the Clippers. They'll get to midfield to the circle to Mira, and he'll fake a few times and see him run around, run down in the play for the ball to come back, and they really do that well. That was a through ball that did not get through. Real was there. Real got a piece of it. Losner on the bench injured. He got hurt in the first. Came into the game injured, but aggravated the injury to the point where he could not return, and that's going to be in, and goal. Yeah. Number 9 with the goal, Luke Oliver. So he'll become the third different goal scorer for Maine Machias. The first goal of the second half will make it 3-0. And there really was not much that Purcell could do on that. So we'll bring it back to the middle of the field after the goal. Possession will go to CSJ, and that's going to be number 6 out there, VJ. He has one of the touches along with Kabah. Yeah, and Clayton out now, the game number 8, Zach Clayton out, being looked at by the trainer, John Feeney. And he's played very, very well here for CSJ. They couldn't really afford to lose him for a very long stretch of the game now. They've had to switch around some positions. So again, 3-0 now. CSJ down 3 goals in the second half. That's up, and no, that was a beautiful shot. It was high, but he was looking to tuck it under the crossbar like that, and that ball had some nice hook to it. So Chad Wilson, he's going to have one tired leg tonight. He has been doing a lot of goal kicks. Yeah, and he's going to boom another kick out. And that one to a ton of traffic, and DeRozier will get it. He'll jump over the check. He'll slide by that, body tackling. He'll work it down inside to LeMay. LeMay will come back just to loop it here to, again, gain a little green to work with. You see the layers of defense there, and that soft pass coming back. Oliver had it lost. LeMay with it. He'll go across the field. And again, good job of coming back, checking on it. That will get possession back to the Clippers. They're enjoying that 3-0 lead, and you're watching college soccer action on PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. I have more Mill River boys and girls high school soccer action for you coming up throughout the month of September and October. And a few more MSA home football games. And what other sports other people bring in. Tom Lapel, the program director at Channel 15, will start Saturday afternoons at 4 o'clock. He'll just play sports all Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and early Sunday morning before the church services start. So you can catch all your local sports action. At least you know 4 o'clock on Saturday. You can also go to the website, PEGTV.com, click on video on demand, follow the instructions, and watch local sports and other events on PEGTV right there on the computer. Coming through, the speed, the shot, high. They got a opportunity. That was toe with the shot. Couldn't bring it down. Well, a goal kick now for the University of Maine squad. And again, I don't have a guesstimate as to how much time left in the second half. We'll have the White Birch Realty player of the game with a shirt donated by White Birch Realty, as they did through all the basketball and softball season here at College of St. Joe's. That kick was never lifted, stayed down low. CSJ had it, and it looked like a handball they let him play through. Inadvertent or not, he looked like he played it off at least the wrist, and they lost possession, no call. That was Kaba, number 9, that made the athletic move to go through the air to try to make the stab at the ball, and that's coming through. That was Eagles, Isaiah Eagles, number 11. He had a goal in the first half. That shot in on Purcell, bobbled it, no traffic there. He'll pick it up on the rebound. And the kick. High, and on the ground, and now foot trapped and controlled by the Clippers. And running through the ball will be Holcomb, number 27. Wanted to slide the ball through to Kaba, and there's just too much markup there, too much defense there. Through the circle in the offensive end, on the rush, taking advantage of the turf, able to bring it up on the dribble. We'll lay it out and push in the box, and goal kick, yeah. Oliver there, number 9 for Maine Machias. And so Wilson will get set to take yet another goal kick. And that will come down on the bounce. We get about 25 off the kick, bring it down to Holcomb. Ronnie Holcomb wants to pass back from LeMay. I'm sorry, that's Lashway. See Wilson try to get to the spot, stay in the way, and that'll give Purcell a chance to come out and put those big mitts on the ball. He'll take the throw this time. He'll hook it up, and that's right on the money. Good throw. To LeMay on the reversal off the heel on the pass from Kaba to LeMay. LeMay will split the defense, laid the ball out, laid on the field for a few seconds. Just white jerseys there, though, and got a call. Very late call, and I believe it's going to go CSJ's way. It will be. So it was on that push, and now CSJ again at about the 25-yard line. They get set now. Again, 3-0 game. A goal here would be huge, make it interesting for the last 10 or 15 minutes of the contest. And right now they're just waiting for him to get the good to go sign. Nope. a little bit wide and picked up by the goalie, Morrow. He'll bowl it out and get a lot of time and space to dribble the ball down, look around, keep your head up and see what's happening. And see Kaba there on the shadow. That'll be just dropped down on the far side of the field, right in front of the bleachers almost. And now on the trail play, we will have the penetration to the arc down in the box. They'll bring it out upside. There's the touch up, the shot, and the save by Purcell. And again, he's performed extremely well here today for CSJ. He's kept it to a point where it's respectable, and you know, fluke goal here or there, and you're right in the game. And Oliver will not be able to wrap around and save it, but we'll have a blue throw taken by CSJ. That's LeMay with it, number 2. LeMay in blue with the running start, then the long heave, and he'll just take the throw right in front of the official scorers table now. Kaba, anticipating the contact, turned his back, rolled off it. And it's going to become a kick by Wilson, and he'll come out, well, probably about the 30-35 yard line. Wilson with a chance now to go at the net and gain a score here for the CSJ Fighting Saints. It's been a quiet crowd here at home, and Clayton able to come back in the ballgame. He's getting set to re-enter the contest for CSJ. LeMay will watch it roll out of bounds, and we'll have a white throw. And LeMay Clayton waiting to come in, the next opportunity for the Fighting Saints. See Real with the ball, a few looks down the field, gave it up on that edge of the circle. Now will come back down, and yeah, Eagles had the touch, didn't follow it up. And here comes Oliver, number 9. He had the latest goal, the 3rd goal, as Holcomb takes away from Oliver. And on the weave play, that's a good battle. That was good soccer right there. Holcomb and Eagles. That will take a great bounce in, and Wilson will get a foot on it and bring it up in between circles now. Nice job of getting it out of that. Getting good communications out there by everybody. And on a takeaway, here comes Kaba. As Kaba, again, pressuring the ball nicely. CSJ looking for a goal quickly here. They're down 3. Time winding down in the second half of soccer action. www.PEGTV.com. Phone number 747-0151. And channel 15. PEG TV is located in building 24 at the House Center. You can see Real with the possession. They're waiting for the give. He wanted to give the ball on the go. It comes into LeMay. He wants to bring it back to the inside. And boy, he got taken down in the box. And it should be a penalty kick. LeMay, slow to get up. And he's got a chance to score on a PK. So he came all the way down the field, and we got a PK coming up. And it looks like, Kaba's going to take it, number 9. So Nate Kaba, I'm sorry, with a chance to work one-on-one against the goalie here, and by far their best scoring chance. So here we go with a PK, and Kaba got it. CSJ on the board at 3-1. So LeMay worked hard in the 18, got the foul called, and the PK score by Nate Kaba. Well, they've been playing pretty decent defense the whole game. Now they get to manufacture some offense. They get the penalty kick in, 3-1. University of Maine Machias with the lead. Well, they need another quick score. And so, Maine Machias now back in possession of the ball, and they'll just bring it down to Oliver hard off his foot. I'm not really sure if it was a pass back, other than it became by no choice a pass back. And Corliss with the ball. He'll just work it to the far side. Get a nice day for the soccer as far as temperature-wise. Players shouldn't be really hunkered down in the heat and humidity. It's probably about 64 degrees, slight breeze. Every now and then the sunshine will peek out, but pretty much a very good day for the fans to watch the soccer game. So Maine surrendered the shutout on the penalty kick. And again, there'll be more soccer action from St. Joe's College of St. Joseph's. And some basketball action coming up in a very short period of time. Their first home game's in November, so we're in late September. So you're only talking about a little over a month away. We'll have college basketball on Munger Vision on PEGTV. That through ball knocked down by Wilson. He came up and challenged that spot. There's a takeaway by DeRosier, and that's going to be a foul. And a kick coming up. Wilson will come up, take the kick. The foul will be called on Erlenbach. Yeah, so a little sense of urgency starting to kick in on CSJ now as they've got the lead down to 2 at 3-1. Wilson that time came down on top of the ball. Didn't get it airlifted like he had been booming the ball earlier in the game, and that's going to be just cleared out of there by Reel. And you see the time that Maine has to work within the circle or anywhere between touches. That ball's going to come out, and no, he'll let it go through the inline. Not touched by Clayton. It'll be a goal kick by CSJ. And Chad Wilson's gotten quite the workout on that old right leg. Good kick. LeMay with the header, and LeMay got a toe on it. It's a 50-50 ball. Still a 50-50 ball, and that's Toe with it, Cornelius Toe, and he will end up with possession on the fly, on the dribble. We'll send the ball up and through. We'll get it offsides, yeah. Yeah, he got it up to Toe, and then Toe was probably about a half a stride offsides. Time winding down here in the second half. I'm not really sure at what point the time's at, but it's got to be close to with inside 10 minutes left to play. 45-minute halves in college soccer. I just learned that today. I did not know that. And we'll have CSJ women soccer action also on Channel 15. And they'll dribble forward, and it slid through. Oh, see him. Good job by Purcell as the defense had relaxed enough to allow the man to burst through them. Purcell with the grab, and then the kick coming up to midfield, and boy, Oliver. Yeah, they're going to call a handball. Yeah, handball's the call. And it's not an automatic call, but that had to be a call because it gave him, it allowed him to gain possession of the ball. So Wilson 10 yards beyond, or behind the midfield stripe. With the kick. Knocked down, headed up, and here comes Clayton. Clayton just stepped into it and ripped it, and it'll go out of bounds. I'm not sure. The throw should take place just about where the ball went out of bounds, which is near the end of the main bench. Yeah, and I'll get back on the camera now. I was kind of stretching my back out these 45-minute halves. For an old guy like me, that's a lot of standing behind the camera work. See that passing back and forth and everybody waving forward, going back in layers. Yeah, LeMay able to get a body on the slide on the ball, and we'll have a, looking for Wilson. I'm thinking the kick, they're saying corner, so we'll have a corner taken by the University of Maine Machias. And Skillings will take the kick. There he is. So yeah, he's getting set now to put the hook in the serve, and oh, they try to go off the back of the foot and in, and boy, everybody in there and just over the top of the crossbar. They had everybody in a white jersey inside the 18. Yeah, so we're set now. Wilson with the kick coming up. Everything's been clarified on the field, and there goes the boom of a kick. And again, he's struck the ball very well here in the game. Came down to toe. He just couldn't control it off from DeRozier. Yeah, and then they're just going to settle down and turn the attack back around. They'll just slide the ball through too far and able to run around it. And a beautiful pass forward into the box, and going to be a corner. Yeah, this time I will not be able to shoot the serve of the corner, so I will stay on the action in front of the net. And you can see Mike Reel defending the post, but holding that rib cage area. But I tell you what, they had the waves and waves, a little push from behind, and yeah, there's the foul. Yeah, there is a foul, and they finally get the ball, and they'll make the mark. It should be about 4 yards further back. It was the push call, and now Wilson will gather it up, and he's going to bring it back to the original spot of the infraction, which is just about 4 yards back. There he goes. He'll step into that, and that'll lay there, hit and go out of bounds. They're indicating blue ball. Now what we'll have, Clayton will come up and make a blue throw. Yeah, and that's who's going to take it. No, Clayton's going to give it up. It'll be LeMay, number 2, with it. So Troy LeMay got the throw in, and I believe that's going to run out of turf. Yeah, it'll be out of bounds, and CSJ will retain possession. LeMay will take the throw. He's going to be about 4 yards further forward than when he was originally. He'll go up over the top, and boy, they need a body on the ball in DeRozier. Yeah, he took the kick well after the whistle. It might result in an infraction. Yeah, it could result in a card or a warning. But they're going to just tag to him, and that's cool. So there'll be a kick coming up now for the University of Maine Machias. As we're winding it down here in the second half of play. And CSJ and Maine Machias both scoring a goal here in the second half. It was 2-0 at the half. Maine Machias with the lead. It's 3-1 right now. Maine Machias with the lead. The goal being scored on a penalty kick for CSJ by Nate Kaba. And man, able to maintain possession through all that contact is the Maine side. That's Medaya out there. Or Miriaya, I'm sorry. In, headed wide. Should be goal kick. That's what we'll have. It's Clayton on the mark. Got physical in there, and that's what really disrupted that play from becoming a goal. So Wilson with a low line drive kick. I think he's looking for Holcomb on this side, and DeRozier will come back, get it to Clayton. He wants to go on the give and go. He does give it back, and it's going to be his teammate LeMay with it. LeMay on his side to DeRozier. And the ball egged forward and edged out, and now it's through the circle, and then on the offensive side is Maine Machias. See Wilson try to get to that spot, shot high, and ripped out of play. Yeah, so they'll set Wilson up. He'll be on the far side of the box, and no, I doubt we'll see Lofsner again. He has not been able to move without any type of limp or pain at all since leaving the game with the injury. So CSJ will lose Lofsner for at least this game. Looks like it could be a more prolonged period time. Shot and wide through the inline. Goal kick coming up, and again, it'll be Wilson who's played the entire game. Yeah, and he'll just bring it to this near side of the box, put it up in the corner. That is another good kick by Wilson. That hit about everybody at midfield that could. Picked up by VJ. VJ will duck through and try to slide, get the kick on it. Can't come up with the ball. And Maine Machias with the soccer ball now. And that's going to be the follow-up off the toe of, well, it's off from toe, Cornelius' toe, number 23, right back to Maine. They're going to hit the trailer, and he'll be outside the box. And here comes the follow-up. He'll get control of it, and just momentarily, now he's got it back under control. He's got some turf to work with. He'll go around the attempted pick play and out of bounds, and we'll have the throw taking place by DeRozier, and he'll just throw it into Kaba. Kaba with the complete 360, the spin, the bring back on the foot trap, and then give it back to DeRozier. Well, there was a lot of touches, a lot of moves, but didn't really go anywhere, and now we'll come all the way up to the VJ. He'll stop at the edge of the circle, get a little soft on the ball, and then give it off to Toe. Toe had it picked clean over on that side by number 14 in white, and of course that is Bacchus. And again, I don't know where we're at as far as time remaining, but obviously it's getting closer to the end of the game. Now Clayton got there, broke the play up. We'll have a white throw. And Dawson coming back in for Maine Machias. And actually, Dawson's going to come in and take the throw. There's some confusion on the substitutions, and now they're going to have Eagles take it. Dawson with a goal yesterday at the Fisher game. Eagles with a goal today here at CSJ, and he's going to actually do that somersault thing. That is awesome. In on Purcell. He'll get there and make yet another save. Purcell will be the White Birch Realty Player of the Game, and he'll get the donated shirt, the CSJ Player of the Game. And boy, leaping over the ball was Eagles. Getting rode was Kaba. Kaba and Eagles with a really good battle. It goes off from Eagles out of play. And Kaba with a nifty move there to reach out and kick from behind. Oh, they call a penalty instead. Okay, so we'll have the kick on the foul. And that's about 15 yards shy of midfield. Up, 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 and still anybody's ball as it hits the ground. Three players there looking at it, and CSJ is still only down to 2 goals. And DeRozier wanting a whistle, didn't get the whistle, and then lost possession of the ball, be out of play, and it'll become a blue throw. It'll be taken by Clayton, number 8 right there. And again, he's had a real solid game, Clayton has. And he battled through a couple injuries throughout the contest, but he's done a good job out there. Now, so Eagles with the settled and a little soft pass, and on the trail, they'll get it up, and there it is. The Waves comes at you on sides. Good defense by Wilson. And then the follow-up by LeMay. The ball will be booted out of bounds. We'll have a throw coming in on the far side of the field by the Maine Machias squad. They'll lift it up into the box, and Purcell right there. Tell you what, he had to have short hands right there. That's a big kick by Purcell. And CSJ will get it to Holcomb. Holcomb getting bull-bodied off the ball. And you can see him turn, cross. That was a tough play, but they got the ball all the way reversed, top of the box. Popped up by Oliver, who's got a goal. Comes down and is going to be sent forward by DeRozier. Out of play. Yep, white throw. That is what we'll have. Second half of soccer action, 3-1. Maine Machias with the lead over CSJ. Men's soccer action. We'll have the women's game at a later date on Channel 15 for you. And they'll bring the ball down to the outside. Saved there by Oliver. He'll take the few dribbles and bring it out to Dawson. Dawson into the top of the goal area. And good effort on the bicycle kick. Didn't make contact with it. It'll be Dawson setting it down for Eagles. Eagles will back it up and do that somersault acrobatic throw again. Well, he left a little short this time. They still maintain possession. That's a 50-50 ball now. That's going to go to the far side, and boy, it's anybody's ball. It becomes CSJ's ball. They'll make the toss. Holcomb with it. Holcomb looking for somebody to come through the middle, and it is Lashway coming up with a head of steam, and he's a big guy. He was motoring after it. Kaba got a piece of it, knocked it down. Can he get possession of it? Kaba fighting for it. Can't get there, and yeah, that's going to be off the Rosier. And now Matisse coming out, number 17 for the Clippers. He'll take the throw. Up in the air, and boy, hit the ground between 4 players, 2 from each side. Oliver will get around the corner. Oliver will cross it, and oh, they had a man on mark coming in on the far side. It was number 19, Skillings. CSJ avoiding another goal there, surrendering another goal there. It's a well-executed movement choreographed by the Clippers, and we have a battle right at the center of the field. Bodies flying, and it'll be picked up right there by Eagles. He'll take the kick, and whoa, he had enough juice on it. If that was brought down about 7 or 8 inches, it would have been under the crossbar and a goal. So that is the game. The CSJ player of the game will be the goalie Purcell. Congratulations to them. He'll have the White Birch Realty donated shirt. It'll be 3-1 Maine Machias with the win. And catch a game live. Catch it on Channel 15 and get out there and support your student athletes.